friends, it's UrsulasRevenge. It's Wednesday update 2, Electric Boogaloo. Just kidding, it's actually Thursday. But I wanted to kind of hop on and do some of my dailies for the Marchenghast reputation stuff for two reasons. One is that when I did my calculations yesterday, I realized that it would only take, I think, like 3 days to actually kind of max out this part of the quest's like reputation, which makes sense because we would be getting more next week. So just in case there's like some sort of like quest dialogue or anything that happens, I wanted to make sure I was recording, but also I wanted to talk about some of the dailies because some of them can be a little tricky. I definitely struggled with one in particular, well, two in particular, looking at you, Nicchus. But anyways, I figured we would just do the dailies, I'd give you some tips and tricks, and then we can see if anything happens after we max out our reputation with both the nobles and the witches. Okay, so looking at the board, we have to bring the Waldfingen back home. The Mahr Nightmare is a little bit different than the tutorial version, and traditional Shoba jumping is the same. Maybe we'll start there because that's an easy one. Yeah, okay, nothing new here. It's the same race. Who do I go to for the Waldfingen quest? Oh, interesting. This one's weekly. The answer was right there. Okay, so that explains also why it gives you so much experience. I think my calculation might be wrong then, unless I accidentally got it correct still. Either way, we are getting basically 100 experience a day. So if we look over here, if you get 100 experience a day, so I'm going to get to 400. Oh, I was still accidentally correct. So I will still be able to finish the reputation tomorrow because today I will get to 400 experience for both. And then tomorrow I will get my last 50 experience. Okay, so my math was accidentally correct. So that brings us to go looking for, I forgot what they're called. Mahr? Mahr, that's it. We gotta go find the Mahr. I will never find the NPCs the correct way. At least until I figure out how to navigate this castle, because it's very twisty, very fun to get lost in, at least. Okay, I've gone the wrong way. I promise I will learn my way around this castle eventually. That day is not today. So for the daily version of the Finding the Mahr quest, you have to find 3 of them. And it's not going to tell you where they are on the map exactly. So if you do look at the map, you'll see that there's a big golden circle now. That is basically your search area. In that area is where you will find them. They will have sparkles, but you are more likely than not going to see or hear them, rather technically, before you see them. So kind of like the dragons at the medieval camp, you are going to wait to see like a little squee pop up on your screen. Actually, I see the sparkles before I saw the squee, so maybe I was lying. But either way, you see the squee, that'll tell you that you are nearby one of the Mahr, and you just have to kind of stop, look around, and see if you can find the sparkles. Now, I'm not sure if the Mahr are going to appear in the same spot for everyone on each day, or if they appear in the same spots every day. Honestly, I don't remember where mine were yesterday to tell you if that is true or false, but we are nearby another one. Here you are. Yeah, there was not one here yesterday, so whether or not everybody has them in the same spot each day remains to be discovered. But they, at least where they are today for me, are not the same place that they were for me yesterday. Okay, and the third, there you are. So I saw the text on the screen, stopped, looked around for sparkles, and found the last one. And then you just have to go turn this in. So it's going to be a little bit hide and seeky around the map. Just make sure you stay within that circle so that you're not like looking in the wrong space for something that's not there. And then, once you find all 3, you just bring them back to Old Hans. So over at the Witch Task Board in the Veiled Hamlet, the Guiding the Waldfingen is the weekly quest, so we don't need to do that one today. So then we just have the Blighted Nicchus and the Ritual of Shadows. The Ritual of Shadows race is the same, so don't really need to go into too much detail with that, but the Blighted Nicchus, that's the quest that gave me the most issues. And I say issues, the only issues were skill issues. Okay, let's go talk to Martha. So Martha has marked their spots on the map. Now there's a couple of things that I kind of want to point out. So right now there's only 3 dots on the map. that's all good and fine for now. One of the issues that I had is when I went to get the first Nicchus, the dot to bring it back to camp appeared, but I still saw the dots for the other Nicchuses because, again, like the Mahr, we are looking for 3 Nicchuses to bring back to camp. So I kept finding other Nicchuses and then kind of running out of glimmer in my lantern and then losing my Nicchus and then having to go get more glimmer and then going back to the original Nicchus to bring them back. And it took me forever. I wound up dying a couple of times. By the way, if you die, you just kind of get brought back to the Veiled Hamlet. 3, I guess, tips and tricks for this Nicchus quest. The first one is, before you leave to find your first Nicchus, drop a waypoint on your map somewhere near the drop-off location by Martha. You're going to follow that waypoint and not a circle to get back to the hamlet and drop off that wolf. You'll recharge your lantern by the tree just by kind of being in the town, and then you'll go off to the second Nicchus. Make sure to drop another waypoint when you're in the town, right as you're leaving, while you're still under lantern charge, just in case it takes you a minute, before you go find your second Nicchus. Then you're going to repeat the same thing. Find the next Nicchus, go back to the waypoint, drop off your wolf, and then go find your third Nicchus. I keep calling them wolves, they're Nicchuses. By the time you pick up your third Nicchus, there won't be any more circles but the one at camp, so you should be fine. Second tip for the Nicchus, they're not actually going to kill you or attack you or anything. You do not need to go super, super fast for this. I was getting myself disoriented and kind of going the wrong way, or telling myself I was going the wrong way, because I was panicked trying to not get bit by this Nicchus, and I was making mistakes while I was doing that. So you can slow down. You have to worry about 2 things when you have a Nicchus, and this is kind of the third tip. The 2 things you need to worry about is having enough glimmer in your lantern and flashing your lantern when you are prompted to. The first thing about the glimmer, this kind of goes along with tip number 2, because they're not actually going to get you, you can take as long as you need to get back to the Veiled Hamlet. So you can take longer routes. Make sure that you pick up as many glimmers as you can along the way. Don't take the most direct route back to the Veiled Hamlet. Take the one that has more glimmers. You will eventually make it back to camp. Your main goal is just to make sure you have enough glimmer to get you back to camp. And the second part of that is making sure you are timing those reaction markers properly. I was doing them too soon because I was panicking. Make sure that it is well inside the circle before you hit E. I think that it can take a couple of failures or failed attempts before they completely lose interest in you. So it's okay if you mess up once. Just try to collect some more glimmers before it prompts you again, and just make sure you are timing it when it is inside that circle. The little button will turn orange when it is safe to click. You have plenty of time after it shrinks down just small enough before it's completely gone. So you've got a decent amount of time there. So don't panic, slow down, take your time. Just focus on getting more glimmers so that you are always charged and it is always following you, and timing those quick event markers properly. All right, so now that I've done my dailies, I am only 50 shy for both reputations, which means tomorrow we'll see what happens when we max the reputation. Hold on. I just got a comment that somebody said that when the Nicchuses are cured, you can pet them. Oh, shut up. I'm obsessed. Oh my god, he's got his tongue hanging out. Hold on. Your tongue is hanging out through your mouth. So we're just going to assume that you have, I don't know, a hole under your mouth or something. I don't know. Your tongue should be a little bit more forward. But you're just such a cute little alligator dog. Oh my god. So yeah, hands down, I think this might just be the best update ever. And you can change sides. And you can pet, there's different petting animations depending on which side you approach them from. Or maybe it's random, I don't know. But either way, there's multiples. Alright, we're back. It's Friday. We've got our 2 activities to do, but I think we only need to do 1 to see what happens when we complete our reputation on the board. So, let's get at it. Hello, Wolfingen. I didn't know you could just do that. Oh, that is so cool. Hello, Wolfingen. I love you. You are adorable. You know what? Let me take a picture of you. We're posting it on the gram. Whoopsies, this is gonna kill me. Hold on, where am I? Alright, we're just gonna drop a waypoint here so I don't forget where I'm going. I was by the wall thinking that should give me light. No, it doesn't? Alright, that's fine. Your reputation with the salsa switches has increased! You know, I never thought to check if there was actually a reputation. There is! You can actually track your reputation in your reputation list too. So it looks like, hopefully, we actually get to like fully max out this reputation. Why do I feel like the Jorvik camp one, we couldn't, and it was like frustrating. Hold on. Medieval, yeah, see, medieval houses were popular, but it's not the full amount. Usually it's 6,001. I'm at 5745 out of 5701. Like, I'm over it, but I'm max popular, but not admired. I don't know why they did that. So I'm hoping for the Marchenghast Castle and Salta switches we'll be able to go all the way to 6,001. Because why wouldn't we?
Maybe they just don't admire you.
That would be really depressing. I want to be admired by everyone. Kavi. Okay, hold on. I'm in the forest. I'm gonna die.
Welcome to the forest.
Here, you're gonna die. I really do like how this, like, the system works, where, like, you have the lantern and it pushes the fog away, but you have to keep charging the lantern. Like, it makes it a little difficult to explore, but not in, like, a bad way. It's just, like, challenging. So, like, I mean, I'm sure it'll get frustrating eventually, but, like, especially, like, since, like, I was trying to take pictures and, like, I would be dying and I have to, like, travel back to take the picture again, but if I'm not in a rush, it's not a big deal. It's just really cool. I would be really interested to see if they do something like this for Dino Valley. Ooh, hey Wolfengren, welcome back. Thank you for providing your light. I think it'd be cool for Dino Valley. I don't know exactly how they would do it. Maybe they would do it like where it's frost, so you can't stay away from a campfire for too long. Because I know people kind of miss like frost tolerance or cold tolerance on horses, so maybe that would be a way to sort of bring that back. Like, this could be like to see like how tolerant we are of this system, or maybe like, I don't know, like as you progress down the line, like you get better at maintaining that tolerance. I don't know, it would be interesting to see. Trude's hut. Wait, who's Trude? Trude's hut. Who's Trude? Trude's hut. We found a hut. Are you? Wait, you have a name. You have a name. Who are you? Oh, it's Ilwoodrish. Ilwoodrish, is this your house? Or do you live with Trude? What is? Oh, look at him up there. Oh my god. Okay, I'm sure we will learn more about this as we progress in the story. And speaking of, let's go back to the castle and continue our dailies. Wow! Look at the old watchtower. So the old watchtower was an area that was like part of like like the old part of the map before the Marchenghast was updated. There was an old watchtower there. So I guess this is like the new iteration. I can't go through it. It's locked. There's magic preventing me from progressing there. Alright, I guess we'll learn more about that too. Oh, I was like, is that the Secret Stone Circle? But no, that is just the ocean. So I was like, oh my god, is that going to take us to the Secret Stone Circle? No, it is not. That's the ocean. Ooh, there's another door down here. I'm just finding all the things. West Postern, but it also... No, this looks like... Oh, I don't know if I was supposed to be able to get through that, because I just saw it inside my face. This looks like it could technically lead into the castle. Cutie pie. Oh my god, I love that they follow me! They're so cute! Frolic with me beings. Oh my god, I love them so much. Ah! Okay, so our dailies are done with both the castle and the witches. It says that our reputation gain is paused until we have progressed further with the Marchenghast story. And there's nothing else. Oh, I see what the 2-2 means. It doesn't mean nodes unlocked. It means level unlocked. So we do have to wait for basically next Wednesday to be able to unlock what happens after level 2. So no quest continuation after you finish the reputation this week. However, if you want to finish your reputation in advance of next Wednesday's update, this should unlock next Wednesday. And then it looks like there will be level 3 reputation, and then this will probably end with level 4 reputation, which, now that I'm thinking about it, what is level 3 and 4 reputation? Okay, so level 1, so I think we're now friendly with both. Yeah, we're friendly with both. So this is level 1, or I guess this is level 2. So then level 3, level 4. Are we only going to be able to get to popular with them? We're not going to be able to get to admired? From here to here is pretty long, so I'm wondering if that's just because that's how much experience it will take. I'm hoping this ends us on admired, but I mean, I don't know. I'm assuming after Wednesday's quest, we'll be able to get to level 3, and then it will pause and we'll get the rest of this after the Equestrian Festival. That's my guess. I'm hoping we'll be able to get to fully popular with them, or even if, like, maybe after we finish this quest progression, we can continue to do these dailies with them so we can get to admired on our own, whether or not there's actual quest progression with it. That is something that I wished they did with the medieval camp quests, because we can't max that reputation, and those dailies were also fun. I would love to be able to keep doing those dailies, even though I've essentially gotten to as far as I can reputation-wise with them. I don't know why they did not leave them as just dailies we can do, because again, they were fun. I'm really hoping that they kind of decide to add those back in eventually. I meant to check, because somebody in my writing team said that the quests at the Secret Stone Circle were back with the Soul Riders. I checked and I did not have quests with them, so that may have been like a mistake, and they may have, like, Star Stable may have already removed it. But I meant to check the medieval camp. Let's take the trailer. We'll take the carriage, rather. Wait, hold on. Look at all your harnesses. I think these are the harnesses that they made for Camp Western, because they have the Starshine Ranch, or rather, I guess like the festivals and stuff, because they have the symbol of Starshine Ranch on them. Another thing that I meant to check was Farmore and Aldrak. They are still here. You can get them both here and at Marchenghast. And no quests here. Yeah, that was definitely wishful thinking on my side. But Star Stable, if you're listening, if you're watching, please make sure that we get to do these again. I really like these dailies. They were so much fun, and I want to be able to actually max the reputation for the medieval camp. And also, if it hasn't already been implemented, please let us max the reputation with the witches and the castle noble people, and also keep the dailies. If we get to the end of the Marchenghast castle quest line and we can't keep doing the dailies and therefore maxing our reputation, I'll be very sad. Okay, I got another tip that somebody said that I should go check out Pie's Swamp, because there may be some changes there, but they did say that I should check out footage of it before I go over there. So I found this part of an old stream VOD that I had that I've been like uploading throughout like the last couple of months. So I just wanted to watch kind of like my walkthrough of what the swamp looks like, and I just wanted to share with you guys so you guys could see a reference too. And then we're going to go to Pie's Swamp and compare and see what it looks like now, if there's any changes. I did also see that someone said that further back in Pie's Swamp, your lantern does also appear, so we're going to check that out. I'm really thanking myself for taking a really slow approach into Pie's Swamp for this video. Because I know I kind of like walked up to the entrance of Pie's Swamp on Wednesday. It wasn't in the video, I did it after the video. And I kind of was like, oh, it doesn't look too different. But I didn't actually go inside the swamp. Okay, so these trees are the same. Those trees are the same. It's... okay. Is it more blue than normal? I need to... hold on. I have it side by side. Well, you guys can't see it. I can see it. And it does seem like the colors are different, and maybe some of the effects are different. I'm pretty sure I'm using the same shaders that I was in the stream. I'm not sure how different it is. Like, those trees still look the same, I think. I don't know how different it actually is. I mean, I think the fog effect may have been updated because they have been updating some of like the effects just in general around the world. So the fog does seem like different to me. Like, again, like I don't know if it's just because like I'm seeing things that are or aren't actually different. Ah, yeah, my lantern does appear back here. That's funny. Yeah, right in this back corner, the lantern appears. And it, yeah, I mean, people say they're like, oh, it doesn't seem anywhere near Marchenghast. I mean, we've got the secret stone circle between us and Marchenghast, so I think that maybe just the area that this lantern encompasses is just bigger than it needed to be. But I'm sure they'll scale that back because it doesn't need to go to the secret. You know what? Does that mean that it also shows up the secret stone circle? I think I went to the secret stone circle at the end of my last video and I noticed that it did not see the lantern there. Interesting. But yeah, whether or not there's actually any changes to the visual effects at Price Swamp, your guess is as good as mine. I feel like the swamp looks like lighter and like the fog effect does seem like different, but I don't actually, I'm like looking at it side by side and I don't actually know if it's that different at all. But you tell me, what do you think? Apologies if this was a little anticlimactic. I don't know what I thought was going to happen. I kind of knew it was going to pause at some point. I just thought, wasn't sure if there was going to be some sort of quest acknowledging that it was going to stop until next week. But anyways, at least hopefully this was a little bit helpful if you were struggling with the Nicchus daily. And if I guess you already knew that, hopefully it was at least fun to watch. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another video like this. I do try to cover every Wednesday update and more. And I will see you next week for the continuation of the Marchenghast questline. Bye!